One. Okay, we're live. All right, guys, welcome back. Episode 21. What year is it? Who knows? It's
It is 2024.
nice. The year of our Lord. Um,
Oh, he's far abandoned us, my dude.
probably. Cerberus is dead. Um, anyway, so all right, last session recap. I'll start with Lucian. Lucian had a little side session last week. We got in depth into basically why he's been chosen. Obviously, his abilities from being a Kyber walker in the a drow and things like that are all kind of tied into this. But through his discussions with the Githyanki chosen, the inspired chosen, and himself, they kind of put together the fact that they're fighting some entity that is in the Dreamlands, not the Land of Dreams. And the three of them have been chosen for specific abilities that they have. The Gith guy morally chosen because he's part of the clan that Huntress is in. But the inspired guy has certain knowledge about this entity, and he is less susceptible to it than others that are from that caste, i.e., inspired and Kalishtar, because of something from his heritage. And then he starts to kind of break down to Lucian about how, certain aspects of his heritage, are why he was chosen as well. Maybe he will share that with you guys. Maybe he will not. And the thing that they're going to fight, and so on. Feel free to ask questions about that, Lucian, if it comes up. Though I don't think I don't think it'll come up in conversation with the other players this session because I think you're somewhere else. Mm-hmm. The gang was brought back together for an impromptu conversation with the SOS Brigade, where Captain Block, Lieutenant Moore, and the mysterious figure of the 12 came to talk to Vea about the untimely death of her friend Rad. There's no evidence that someone else has committed this act. However, it seems very strange. After conversations about this, they came to the conclusion that he most likely had committed suicide. Now, after this, one of my players wanted me to discuss something for listeners and let them know that there is a 24/7 suicide hotline, and include that you can text home to 741-741 to reach a trained crisis counselor, so that we're doing our part and not being insensitive to this topic. Anyway, back to the thing here, and thanks for excusing me on that one and helping me through that, Steve. But he took his own life, or so they think. After this conversation, Rebecca, in her gregarious nature, has a theory. She thinks that something happened and chases after them and is going to reveal to them her theory, or at least try to. Couple key points. Kovanen had a very serious conversation with his son where he made a little bit more progress, convincing him or helping him see that Vea isn't exactly what she seems to be, or she's more than she seems to be, and is not to be trusted. Very direct on Kovanen, and he's been kind of building up to this over the past couple of sessions. On Voss, I guess, because that's who he is now. Zazie had some fun with Rose while she was in her form of Aaron, and Rose was kind of like, hey, who are you, blah, 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 and they went back and forth. Zazie played a trick on her, but eventually revealed herself. But also Zazie showed up as Zazie pretty early on and had a conversation with Vea, where the two of them discussed their experiences of being members of the family and had seriously divergent views on what that meant to them. And the conversation ended where they were both kind of like, okay, we need to talk again, agree to disagree, but it wasn't as hostile as it could have been, considering the,
Oh, definitely.
you know, considering the fact that Vea is essentially a murderer, and Zazie called her out on that. And Vea is like, hey, listen, somebody has to bear the sins to save the world, and that's what we do. And,
But also, like,
yeah.
there's got to be a way where nobody has to die, you know?
Right, yeah. Hey, listen, the means by which you do good also should be good. You can't do evil to achieve good. Kind of that philosophical argument, but not on that, not on that close of a level. And they were like, hey, agree to disagree, but we are sisters basically. I'll see you soon. We're both a little
Don't turn Kovanen into another Veer.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, don't do that, or we're gonna have some serious problems. And she's like, hey, no promises. See you later.
Also, are you dating Kovanen? Because Teehee, I may or may not be interested.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. And then there was like a weird allusion towards your previous relationships with Kovanen, who is now Voss, but she doesn't know that, and how that affects things. And she's like, oh no, you're not into him. Cool, sweet. Because everything else that's going on, I'm worried about stepping on your toes, dating someone. It's not okay for me to have a relationship with him if you guys are together. But killing people is cool. Anyway.
Yeah, killing people is cool, but I'm not going to break girl code.
Yeah, I'm not going to break girl code, but turns out we're cool, awesome. Kovanen and
I'm going to go keep on murdering and also kiss this boy.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of, you know what? Priorities, whatever. Everybody's got their own. And yeah, I think that covers last session. I'm going to open up with a little bit of Lucian. Little Lucian in the morning. All right. So okay. Lucian, you in the Gith and the Inspired, none of you who have shared your names with each other. It's been pretty deep conversations with very little introductions. You guys previously went on your little bout to find the Displacer Beast, for which you previously lost against terribly. This time you guys absolutely destroyed it. And by, I mean, mostly you.
Yeah.
With whatever weapons you guys had, like spears or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Just basic weapons.
Yeah, just basic hunting weapons. So this morning when you wake up, Iphany walks out. You guys are already breaking down camp and getting set up as instructed. She walks up to the Githyanki, has a brief, inaudible conversation with him. As you've noticed, they don't speak to each other out loud. She speaks in the minds of the people. You've noticed this. She walks over to the Kalishtar. They also have a obviously psychic conversation. Both of them being able to converse in that way. And then she walks over to you. So, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Today is going to be much harder. Maybe the next couple of days. I hope you're ready.
Yes. I mean, just out of curiosity, does time run normal here? Because, like if it doesn't, like if it's anything like the Dreamlands, like I really have to get back for this meeting.
We are in the Dreamlands currently.
So, oh no. So like.
You've been gone for moments. You've been gone for only moments on the other side. Don't worry.
Oh, all right. So, I mean, I could possibly still get back for the meeting? Because, I mean, I received a letter saying that I have to go to this thing, and yeah.
Perhaps. It all depends on how long this next hunt takes. There's a convergence ahead that will bring us to Kadath.
I don't know. I just don't want my friends to like worry and think that I'm up to something stupid or something like, you know.
She just smiles. I'm sure that won't be a problem.
You don't know my friends.
I was being sarcastic.
Ah, yes, of course.
So, I'll be returning your normal equipment to you, and we will be hunting one of the spawns of Kadath. Pretty
All right.
powerful beast.
With my normal equipment, that shouldn't be an issue.
Let's hope so.
In my head, like hopefully not in her head as well. I say, yeah, let's hope so.
She doesn't seem to have heard it.
All right,
And then
because
she
I
looks-
would have said.
And she looks
that
at you,
was
she's
supposed to
like,
be
I
bad.
heard that. I'm just kidding. She doesn't do that. I heard that, noob. Learn how to talk with your mind. No. So, as they're breaking down camp, what are you doing?
I mean, I probably would have, I probably would, you know, be helping, and then as soon as I see my beautiful, beautiful weapons,
Right.
you know, get like, am I getting dressed too? Like, am I?
Yeah,
like...
I mean, essentially. I mean, I don't know what you slept in. Yeah, I know that you guys kind of.
No, but I mean, like, because like we were also in like loincloths too, that I remember.
I
So-
will leave that entirely up to you how you want to compose yourself or comport yourself as you move further into Kadath. What does Lucian know or remember about Kadath? Anything?
It's a place.
All right. It's a good start.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So you guys are going to break off. You're in the wilderness currently. As you travel, I guess it would probably be east from your location currently, according to. Let me pull up my map. You don't get one.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay. Gotta love Reddit. Always has the map ready.
There
Yeah,
you
so-
go.
So you would probably travel. Oh, my fault. West. Northwest for a time. Traveling through a desert. Making your way around through a pretty arid lowland mountains. And give me a D100. If you've rolled it, I don't see it.
Yeah, it just says rolling the dice. ...
I'll roll it for you.
Hold on. I'm refreshing my page.
Okay. All right. So you guys are traveling for a while. Off to the south, you see these strange creatures kind of huddling at the edge of what could be a cave or some kind of, underground opening. They look like a mixture of like a horse.
I'm just gonna test roll. I see your roll though.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Oh, look, damn near close enough.
Yeah, right? Yeah, the same thing. Look like a mixture of like a horse and a spider. Let me get some stealth rolls, and I'll base the entire group's rolls off yours.
Okay. think I'm gonna keep the scimitar, by the way. I like how it moves. All right. Stealth roll. Advantage, because I get advantage anyway.
Okay. Good to know.
21.
All right. Solid. Let me see here what these guys got going on. Yeah, you're able to move past them, and you move further north. As you are moving forward, you kind of see this like barrier you're moving through, and you clearly are stepping from one plane to another. Even though they're perfectly stitched together, you're familiar with this kind of transition where you're moving through Kyber, and you're stepping from essentially, one plane of existence to another. And as you do, the mountains become clearer. They're dark, and off to the east now, as you kind of made your way around this large body of water over the course of probably 2 days, you were able to see this massive black tower jutting from the center of these mountains.
Ooh. Okay. I'll
Yeah.
I'll
One
look
second.
up at it in awe.
Yeah. Yeah, heat up the big plate, and then the other stuff is like a quick pickle of onions and tomatoes.
You got it.
Sorry, I made my wife dinner, and she just got back home from coaching. Yeah. So, do you remember any of this?
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Good.
Well, I don't know if Lucian has seen it. Sprocket
Well,
did.
Lucian hasn't seen it, but I'm pretty sure that that Steve, as a player, saw it as Squirt, whatever the hell his name is.
Sprocket?
Large Black Tower sounds foreign to me, also.
Would he not also have seen it as Evil Lucian?
Yeah, I think he would have. But anyway, so you also saw the tower. Although, actually, you didn't see the tower because you were on it. So you never actually saw it, Kavanen. You're too close to see it.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dark Towers, if anybody has a chance to play Dark Tower or Return to Dark Tower, do so. So good. So fun.
Myself and one of the other players are reading the Dark Tower series, and I'm behind on my Dark Tower reading, so we can continue to
You
discuss
are.
it. I'm so behind. So behind. Anyway, so Iphany looks at the rest of you. Looks back. And then just moves through, the stitch and moves forward. Steve, as soon as you
I will follow.
I would say as soon as you move through, assuming you do,
Mhm.
let me get you to make a save on whatever your casting is. Wisdom, I believe it's wisdom, right?
Yep, wisdom. 8.
Nice. You feel a wave of existential dread wash over you as you're looking up at this towering black pillar of stone that's jutting into the sky. You feel afraid to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Afraid to move forward. Roll again.
Okay. 21.
Solid.
Sorry, I forgot to turn on my
Your game genie? Gotcha.
my game genie. Yeah.
So this fear just kind of lingers with you. You still have, mechanically a level of dread.
Okay.
But you're able to move forward and you continue to move forward with them. Thinking about your wife and your son bolsters you a little bit, whereas a moment ago, just thinking about them and them being so far away from you and you not being able to protect them and not knowing what's going to happen to them was almost crippling. But now you kind of grab onto that and move forward. And on that note, we're going to slip back to the other people. You guys
To
are
the real world.
in the real world. You guys are in the grand vestibule. Your visitors have left. And, well, go ahead. You're just standing there.
Well, what do we do now?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think waiting's a terrible option. Not much else we can do. Have the others that were staying here with Kavan and Bea shown back up?
No. They. We haven't seen them since the arrest.
I'm asking around then. I mean, unless y'all got better ideas, that's what I've got so far. Just
Well,
Rebecca's warning that
Lieutenant Moore is almost certainly doing that same thing. I would be more interested in however you set up a meeting with the Lord Mayor himself. Doing that? Apparently we can talk to the Lord Mayor about speaking with dead? Or proving necromancy, something.
I do think that would be the most productive use of our time.
This is going to be a silly question, but does Ragari still have that influence?
Does what?
Rose makes the motion to, like, compass the vestibule. Does Ralgare have that influence anymore?
Sorry, I just didn't hear you the first time. Well,
yes?
Yes, I see no reason why the name wouldn't.
I mean, I guess you'd be in the best position to, set up that meeting.
Quick question.
Yeah?
DM,
Yes.
do I, with library knowledge, know how one would go about contacting the mayor and your civic officer people?
Give me a library knowledge roll.
Through the official channels, you submit
Through
the
official
paperwork,
channels.
and then you wait the next 4 months for your turn in line, and then
That's a 20.
I would say definitely through some of your studies, especially considering the fact that, you have your own legal history. You would have some background on this. I highly doubt, and I could be wrong here, but do you feel that Zazie would have studied a ton of civics?
No, but the idea came to me just now because my local library has a table set up about the upcoming election and serves as kind of like a hub of that sort of thing.
I'll say this.
For a lot of people in the city.
You know where in the library to find the information. with your 20
Okay.
roll, you would know where to go into the archives, exactly which line of shelves would have the books that you need to find exactly to go through this. If you wanted to do it, if you wanted to find the exact channels, but I would say also, this is an intelligence roll, and an investigation in its own way. But you would know that also that you guys have his ear. You remember that.
Yes.
So potentially you could reach out to him directly, and that may do the trick.
Okay.
Not to diminish the library role, because I love it when you use the library abilities, but I think in this instance, your connections would trump your knowledge.
Yes. I think it's probably a good idea to just try going and talking to him. And if that doesn't work, we can try going through official channels.
All right. Well, the the official one is going to take, well, ages, because everyone's trying to talk to the Lord Mayor and set up an appointment. But we've met the guy, saved his life.
We've saved him from death before.
Well, so yeah, I mean
Mhm.
that. So I'm kind of arriving back at my first point of how do we do that? We can't just walk up to his door.
I mean, why can't we? It doesn't
I'm
hurt to
operating
try.
under this. I'm operating under assumption that there's barriers to entry. There are security guards and other locked doors in front of his door, and he's at the top floor of the thing, and there's a key
Well-
card for the elevator, and
Well, let's go try.
I mean,
It's not like we have anything better to do.
guess
Do
not.
we have anything
Yes,
better to
okay.
do?
No.
No.
Not making sure those two are okay. Pointing back towards whatever lounge space that they left. Kobana and Vea in.
Zazie, can I have you roll perception for me while this is all going on?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a
good.
19.
That's good enough, especially with a +1 to that. You notice as the evening has gone on that the presence of your friend who you marked in Sharn has slowly moved away and then quickly exited the city.
Interesting. Cool.
Roll insight. It's pretty unremarkable,
Nat
though.
one.
You have no idea what it means.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No clue.
I've got my plate full right here.
You're just mad, Like, why is he leaving? I wanted to catch him. I wanted to kill him. Whatever. Whatever she feels. And then
I
just
mean-
goes back to doing whatever she was doing before. Doesn't even think to mention it to anyone, actually.
Right. So yeah, we should check if they're all right. And then we will learn if they are all right or not. It's not really a real action item there. It's time sensitive. I kind of want to get ahead of the legal system thing, but it'd be prudent to.
I can start making my way.
An appearance and put forth an effort to.
I can stay behind and try and do that if need be.
Well, I won't say any of us really need to stay behind. Let's all just go. I'll go to go on in real quick, I guess, and then
Sounds good.
So, Dungeon Master, unless stopped, I will head towards Kovanen's room. That's a reasonable assumption to make about where he might be.
Go ahead. Describe your path to there.
Excuse me, Zazie. I step to around Zazi's left, and then to the right, completely
Oh,
around
you
her.
are
180
you are
degrees.
excused, boss, but I'm not Zazie right now.
I'm narrating, please.
Oh, sorry, boss. I didn't mean to interrupt you while you were narrating.
Step after step, I ascend the staircase. I turn, let's see, to the left, because that's what side Kovanen's room is on, and then I continue up the staircases, the white staircase, to arrive in the little main vestibule, secondary vestibule thing.
You see
Intense.
Kovanen and Vea having a conversation on the couch, the love seat, at the end of the second story. And they don't seem to notice you. They're having a roll insight
Okay.
with advantage.
All right. 25.
Don't even need it. They're having a spat. Kovanen looks upset. Vea looks cold.
Does it look like it's like in the middle of this spat, or have they reached like or has one of them like reached a brick wall and now it's kind of plateaued?
At a glance, you can tell that they're still in the middle of it. They're kind of like whispering, like growling at each other. Vea's kind of like tucked into the back corner of her side of the couch, and Kovanen is like leaning in to, speak with her, and she's just shaking her head. He seems very frustrated. You can tell he's trying to get something through to her, and she's just stonewalling him.
Yeah, I kind of want to remain as subtle as possible on the staircase, kind of leaning on the handrail. Like, I'm not hiding from them, because if they see me, that'll be weird. But
Sure.
I still kind of want to blend in a little bit.
Make a subtlety roll.
Standing there watching them.
Make an inobtrusive roll, please.
Well, yes, of course.
Give me a stealth
27.
and a performance.
19.
Nice. You're being stealthful, but appearing not to intentionally do so. And you do both very well. You make your way up the outside staircase and tuck into the outside wall, and until you probably reach about this point, Kovanen won't even notice you. Do as you will.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I was definitely intending to keep my distance and observe.
Yeah, they don't notice you. He reaches out and he touches her. She pushes his hand away and she gets up. If you continue just to watch.
Yeah, I won't really begin stepping forward until she starts to walk away. Well, then I'm just maybe she just sees me there.
Right,
kind of
you casually start walking as though you were just making your way up there, kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm just looking on the. I step to the side. She looks like someone who could be on a warpath. I'm not gonna mess with it.
She steps around you. Roll insight, not with advantage.
Total
20.
of 20.
You notice the barest bit of red around her eyes. She looks angry, but it also looks like she's about to cry.
He doesn't know Megan, doesn't know what to say in that moment. She's gone. He doesn't care.
Yep. The other two of you, she's walking down the staircase.
Mhm.
Zazie, roll insight with advantage.
There's the button. 14.
She's very upset. Hurt and angry. And she leaves.
Gonna ask if
Sazi
she's-
will look to Rose.
And so much for me trying to make sure she's okay. Should we follow?
I'll take care of this.
Alright.
And then Zazie, as Aaron, will run out after Vea.
Okay. Rose, what are you doing?
How wide is the lip of that pot that the plant is in?
I don't know. Ash, how big is the pot the frog was in?
It was honestly quite a small pot.
It's a very
That
It's not
is-
really big enough for your butt, Rose.
yeah.
Yeah, not enough to support her weight if she were to sit on the
It's
edge.
it's honestly a pretty small pot. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that case, she's just gonna.
Pick it up and take it to her
Sit.
room.
Well, no, because it's halfway across the city at the moment. She hasn't moved back in.
I'm just kidding. It's gonna pet the plant and
she's
talk
just-
to it. Speak with plants.
It's not one of her spells. No, she was just gonna sit there awkwardly, but now she's just like, I'm gonna. She doesn't know what to do. She's gonna, I guess, lean up against a wall and wait for either Kavanen or Zazie, and if they don't show up in 5 minutes, she's gonna send one of them a message saying she's on her way to the mayor's office on her own.
Sure. And don't forget, you have an invitation this evening.
Oh, was it this evening? I thought it was like the next day.
Oh, you're right. It was the next day. Sorry, we're still in the same day. My fault. You're right. It's the next.
I'm like, don't panic me.
The
Because
next,
if it,
the next evening.
except for this evening, she'd be gone because she has to get ready.
Right. Yeah. Go do your shit then, or whatever it is. All right. Sneak back
So,
to
yeah.
to Voss.
Yeah, I'll give him just Kavon a moment to catch his breath,
Okay.
so to gather his own thoughts after the aftermath or whatever, and then start walking up.
Yeah, he stands up from the love seat and kind of leans forward, rubbing his forehead, kind of deal. You know, leaning up against a chair, rubbing his face, his cheeks, his nose, his chin, his forehead are all flushed. He looks a little bit weak at the knees. He sees you coming up, and he composes himself. You know, clearly you can see him sobering up a bit from the events that just happened,
Right.
and he just sits in the chair.
Hey, man.
Hello. I guess you saw that. How much did you hear?
Oh, but I didn't hear anything. I kept a respectful distance. Don't worry. I would ask if everything's all right, but I mean, some things are a little self-evident.
Leans forward, like one hand on the table, leans down on his elbow. It's a coffee table, so he's leaning down pretty low. Just kind of running his fingers through his hair. I think I might have made a mistake with all this.
Why would you say that?
Well, she's leaving.
Oh, like the manse.
Yeah, apparently, well, she's gonna go speak with the authorities, but with Rad gone and all that, they said she's kind of off the hook. And, well, I brought up a couple things to her that seemed inconsistent. Based on
I see.
our conversations. And 1 second, guys. My mom's calling for help.
My mom. I hope not. Jeez.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No,
I was about to
just
say,
don't
tell
say
your
it.
mom I
Don't
say
it.
hi.
I said don't say it.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Be back in 1 second. The old dog fell in his own poop, so we have to.
Oh,
We
jeez.
got to take care of that real
Oh,
quick.
dear. Yeah, you take your time.
Take care of him.
I can keep everybody entertained in the meanwhile.
That's my cue.
To do what? Oh, he's deafened.
I'm kidding. That's funny though.
Okay. I don't actually have anything in mind to keep you guys entertained.
That's okay.
Never a dull moment. Anybody
Welcome back.
Anybody
Dog
still
okay?
here? He's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Krista.
We're working on actually scheduling the thing, you know.
Mm,
Yeah.
take the time you need when that happens.
I'll be fine. It's you know, it's been a long time coming. It's you know, you guys know. You've heard me talk about it enough. It's just he's got like an eye infection now, and he can't see anything, and it's time. He's not having the best time these days. But anyway, good pup. He's lived a good life. All right, so Kovanen and Voss were talking when I rudely interrupted you guys with my dog pooping on himself, and yeah, he seems kind of upset, which is an understatement.
Girlfriend just left.
Girlfriend left. He kind of gave her the business because it's like, yo, my dad said you're a piece of shit and you're trailer trash and we don't like that.
In this house? I don't think so, son.
Yeah. Dad says you're trailer trash. You gotta go. That's not what he said at all. Or maybe, who knows?
Yeah, we're not done talking yet.
Exactly. So, but yeah.
Yeah, so he tells me that, and what do I say next? Something along the lines of, obviously she didn't take that well. I'm sure she's one, offended that you would dare say such things, and two, trying to make you feel like the bad guy for doing that. Even though, let's be real, you're probably right.
Roll persuasion.
34. Jesus Christ.
34.
Couldn't help but giggle. Apologies.
He nods his head. No, you're right. It doesn't make it any easier to hear it, but
No.
Voss, you're right. I mean, you've been right about all this the whole time. There's just so many things that have been adding up, and I'm not quite sure what to do. She's going back to Weir, and she basically gave me an ultimatum that if I don't go with her, then things are over between us. And just, I mean, I guess if it had been a week ago before you guys had come back, I would be there with her right now. But I think after everything, it's been a couple of conversations and just the things that have happened here, and you're just so right about everything all the time, and I wish you had been back sooner. This is not easy.
I tried. I did. I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you.
Whatever it's worth, ultimatums are a pretty serious manipulation tactic.
I guess. I mean, or maybe she really does want me to go with her. But she's going.
On one hand, I
regardless.
don't want her going back to... Yeah, she probably will. On one hand, I don't want her going unobserved. No telling what she and any other the family members might be up to over there. And then, of course, on the other hand, if you do go with her, she'll... well,
Kind of walks up to the railing and walks past you, just kind of tracing his hand along the railing, and just leans over and looks down into the stairwell. Like leans forward and just lets his hair hang over his face. Voss, I'm sorry. I let things go too far. I feel like an idiot.
Good. Slap him on the back. That feels like
He lifts
learning.
his head up really quick. His like eyes get really big, kind of like thrown off by the clarity of the moment and your complete, you know, unsanctimonious response.
Give him a bit of a shake. You gotta. It's gonna happen. You gotta feel like an idiot sometimes. Come on. You're gonna be all right. Not because this isn't important, but because I know you're strong enough.
He nods. Okay, I'm going to go and, well, I'm just going to paint for a while.
Good.
Do you think? I don't know. Just come back. Just and check on me in a little while. I think I'll be fine, but just kind of like get it out.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. We'll be back. I promise.
Part of me wants to follow her, but the other thing is I just, yeah. You know, it's funny. It's not funny. I just need to let her do what she's going to do, and that's going to be very
Well,
hard.
she's going to do it anyway.
You can't let me go after her. You can't. You can't let me do it. He just walks into his room and shuts the door behind him.
Okay. Make my way downstairs and give him his space.
All right, Lucian.
Hello.
Hey there.
I hate you. You
Yeah.
know what else I hate? This fucking stupid Halloween sound that Discord is making now.
What's the Halloween sound?
So
Tell me about
dumb.
it. Tell me about this stupid Halloween sound. I have not heard it yet.
It's just every time you like click something, like it makes a dumb sound.
Does it make that dumb sound like when you
All the
walk in?
notification sounds are changed.
It's like you walk
Uh.
into Home Depot and there's that thing. It's like ha 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 ha. Is it like that?
No.
Good.
It's just all the notification sounds are just different
You
now.
can restore those back to the default.
How? I don't know how.
Go into settings. I can post screenshots. Give me a second.
I kind of like him.
What the fuck? Of course. You
All right.
do.
Anyway, while Mouse sends me stuff to change that ridiculous sound, what are we doing? Where we at?
Okay. Roll perception.
All right. Perception.
20.
20.
Dirty 20.
The dirtiest of 20s.
You have all been following the trail of something for a while.
Mhm.
It seems to move by teleportation, mostly.
Okay.
Can you read to me your portal sense?
Yep. We're detect portal once per short rest as an action. You detect the distance and direction to the closest planar portal within 1 mile of you.
Okay. Yeah, these rifts keep popping up. You've been following it for a while.
Mhm,
You don't really know much about it. She hasn't described what it looks like, what it is. She just put you onto the trail of it to start with, and you've started to follow it. You've kind of isolated it hopping a bit, but that's all you're really able to pick up on it so far.
Mhm.
The other two don't really seem to have this kind of ability that you have. So how do you proceed?
I mean, I guess just keep following Iphany. Like, I mean,
No. You've been the one leading them up to this point.
oh,
She-
I'm leading.
She
Shit.
basically,
Okay.
yeah. Let me be a little more clear on this. She basically put you onto the trail. You were able to detect the portal sense, and its signature, and it kind of hopped. Okay, and you picked up on where it moved to, and it's moved again.
Okay. Then I'll change direction and head that way.
Okay.
And I will tell them like it's it's bouncing around, using some kind of teleportation portals specifically.
Okay. They look at you and they look at each other and just kind of they don't seem to be able to sense what you're sensing. Iphany is kind of
Don't worry about it, noobs.
she's just kind of laying back and letting you do your thing.
Okay.
All right. So by what means would you continue to follow?
Let's see. My driving skill, which is a plus 13.
Nice. Okay. So you get in your car. Beep beep.
Oh fuck! I do actually have my my Magicycle. I literally could do that.
You're not riding it around right now.
Ah, boo.
You've been
All
stealthing
right.
your way all the way here for the past couple of days. You do not have your fucking dude. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. I'll use perception.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Ooh, 10.
Yeah. It's hopped again. You have a idea of what direction it's moved in. Takes you a couple hours to get to the point where it last jumped. This area is pretty empty as well. Nothing to really speak of. No evidence of it ever being here.
There's no, I mean, well, yeah, you said a few hours. I'm gonna say if there's like a signature for like the portal somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have any other abilities that can kind of help you on that end. I don't know what you can do other than just use your basic portal sense, but
Yeah.
you can continue to do that. Go ahead now. You've made your way there. Go ahead and check again. The rest of the group seems to be getting a little irritated as well. Where in the beginning they seemed kind of like they were pretty confident in you knowing where you were going. Now it seems like they're kind of like, does this guy really know where the fuck he's going?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting to a point where I'm like, if it's brought up, I'm I might shoot him a look like, fucking lay off, bitch.
Roll intimidation. Just for funsies.
17.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, whatever, fuck this guy. Okay. He's okay.
You know what? My survival sucks dick, but I'm gonna try it. So that's a +3.
Ooh. You've lost the trail. Iphany kind of just shakes her head. And you guys all hear, all right, well, I guess we're going to have to set up camp for the night.
He could have been leading us from the beginning, but, you know. Whatever.
She just shakes her head. So, she starts breaking some things out, and a bigger than tiny hut pops up over you guys, just like a dome. Pops over you guys. She starts breaking out like a bedroll. The other two seem a little bit frustrated at first, but then quickly they're like, well, they realize they didn't do any fucking thing either, you know.
As I'm setting up my my bedding area, I'm like, imagine, trying to train to be some sort of ranger, and and you complain that one ranger's not doing anything, but meanwhile you're just standing there judging them for not doing anything. Stupid.
What's that? What's that gonna fall under?
Nothing. He's talking to himself. He's mad that they've been judging him the whole time.
Yeah.
But doing jack shit to help.
Roll persuasion when you say it anyway, just so I can kind of get a little feel of how that's coming off to everyone else around you. Yeah, 14. Yeah. They're both kind of squatting down, setting up their bedrolls, and the inspired kind of crouches down next to you. Sorry, I was not much help there. I don't think that this sort of terrain is what I am used to. I live in a city, so.
All right. You had a lot to say while we were walking, but, whatever.
I mean, I didn't really say anything.
Hopefully tomorrow's better.
I didn't really say anything. I just kind of gave you nasty looks. But I apologize. It was not. It wasn't your fault. You are the only one working. So. I don't even know what it is that we're looking for. Have you picked up?
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Have you picked anything up? How is it that you're doing? What's the thing you're doing?
I have this ability to track portals, and I felt the distance. I felt their direction. Unfortunately, by the time we picked, I picked up the trail. We were too late getting there.
Maybe perhaps tomorrow I can do something to help increase your abilities a bit. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Kind of just rolls back over. The gift just gives you a nod. You guys all go to sleep.
I just, yep. I was just gonna say, like, I just kind of nod back at him and just lay down. Oh.
All right, give me another whiz roll, another wisdom save, just to see how you're faring in this area.
Okay.
Yeah,
11.
you're doing okay. You do feel like perhaps maybe a little bit of what's holding you up right now is the fact that you're nervous. You know, you don't feel sure of yourself right now.
Okay.
So
I shall keep that in mind.
that certainly could be giving you a bit of the willies.
I think with my level of dread and like the continued nervous feeling, like my dreams that night are just filled with like Zamra and Edithil just being in absolute danger at all times.
Right, right. You mean your trances? Your trances.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, your
So my
wandering
trance thoughts.
your wandering,
Yeah.
uncontrollable thoughts. That's even worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you have a dream, it's like, okay, well, you know, you can't really, to some degree, you can't always just control your dreams. But, you know, usually when you're awake, or at least, you know, mostly awake, you can guide your thoughts. But when you just have those uncontrollable thoughts that are spiraling out, that's definitely, that's a beast of a different color, for sure. All right, Zazie.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
intrusive thoughts. Thank you. Zazie, you
Yes.
tell us what you're doing. You ran after her.
Yeah, ran after Vea. She is Erin at the moment.
Hmm.
Vea! Vea!
She
Where are you going?
looks back over her shoulder. She's not like running away. You could probably easily catch up with her if you wanted to.
Are you okay? I heard what happened.
She just shakes her head and keeps walking implacably.
Where are you going?
Home.
Home?
Mm-hmm.
Where's home for you?
Just glances over to you. What are you doing? Are you like kind of like trotting along next to her, or you know walking?
Yeah.
What? Why do you care?
Because you're storming out of the house looking distressed. Your friend just died, and I'm worried that you're gonna do something stupid.
Well, don't worry about me. You'll never have to see me again anyway.
That doesn't help things.
She just stops and looks at you. Why do you even care?
I thought we were friends.
She shrugs. Doesn't really matter. I'm leaving, and I never have to see any of these fucking people ever again.
Okay. Stay safe.
You too. And she walks off.
That was a thing.
Rose trots up behind you.
Oh, is that the direction she's taking?
Yeah, I mean,
Then
there's only one way out. Unless you go the back way. You could go out like a back gate or something like that if you want to. Which way do you go, Rose?
Yep, probably out the front gate because the back gate heads in the opposite direction of literally the rest of the city,
Yeah.
except for the docks.
Yeah, so you are walking up behind them. You can see this happening. This transpire.
She's gonna keep a respectful distance for a moment. Let Aaron handle Vea. And if Vea like leaves just shortly after, she's gonna make sure Aaron Zazie is okay. Might give a look.
How is Aaron
Aaron.
slash Zazie?
Let's go to the mayor's house. We don't have to talk about this right now.
Are you still linked up with Voss?
Yes.
You can go and let him know that we're on our way.
She will say to Voss, hey, we're going ahead and heading on our way to the mayor's house. Vea stormed out of the Mott's. She's going home.
Yeah, she's
My
going
best
weird.
guess is.
Can you wait
Yeah.
like 30 seconds to at least let me get out of the house?
Okay, yes. Rose, wait.
Thank you. I mean, I gotta walk down all these stairs.
Why are we waiting? Can't he just, like, step? Yeah. No. He likes to do things the normal way.
Okay, thanks for waiting that several seconds it took me to get down the stairs.
Of course.
I'd hate to have just had to walk behind you awkwardly several hundred feet.
Thank you for
That would
waiting
be pretty terrible.
the several seconds.
It's fine. You.
Waiting on you now, and I start walking towards the mayor.
Right. Rose knows how to, like, set a pace that they can keep up with, right? As long as legs.
Voss is much faster than you.
Zazie will do her best to keep up.
Now, that is a question. Are you showing up on Mayor's doorstep as Aaron, or are you going to show up as Zazie?
Once she's out of sight of the Monts, she's going back to Zazie.
Okay.
That might help your case.
So, are you guys going to the? This is the middle of the day here. Are you guys gonna go try to catch him in like his office, or are you gonna go directly to his house? Where are you guys going?
Oh, we know where his house is?
Yes.
Well,
You guys have been there once.
say if it's the... Yeah.
Or at
But
least-
if it's the middle of the
Yeah.
day...
What day of the week is it?
His
SAR?
office is probably-
I think it's SAR, so he might not be working.
Thursday.
Which starts with a T, right?
I have no
Starts with a
idea.
th.
I meant in Eberron. Just kidding.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
If it's
Yeah, middle of the day, in the week. Why not go to his office?
To the mayor's office.
All right. You guys are able to dispense pretty quickly with the first levels of security. Rose and all, and Zazie, of course.
Fired our way through pretty easy.
Yeah, you guys kill everyone. They're all dead.
I'd rather not. I've been wanted once before. That was not a
It's already been
comfortable
narrated.
experience.
I'm so sorry. It's been narrated.
Hey,
Yeah,
what
it's-
about player agency here?
It's yeah.
There is that's
You
a myth.
lost control of yourself. Anyway. Let me get a persuasion roll from each of you, just to see if any of you guys like horribly fail anything, or do anything really amazing.
Yeah, it's +2 for Rose.
A mere 22.
Okay.
12.
Yeah. I mean, from you guys, that's plenty. 22 is great. You make your way up to his office. He is there. He's not taking any guests, but of course, you guys are allowed in. You open the door, or the door is opened for you by his valet, his footman, whatever you call him. He's sitting at his desk. You guys have made your way there so quickly, he has no warning. He's got like a stamp. He's like, putting in some wax or something like that. Stuff that mayors do. He's doing mayor stuff. What else do they do?
DM, would I, given that there's a new Kovanen in town, am I aware of, like, whether or not society's awareness of Kovanen has, like, reset? I think I heard with like some memory stuff. I think I heard Lieutenant Moore saying that Kovanen
Oh yeah.
was involved
It's
in like the last.
exactly. They
Oh,
they
yeah.
remember you from before as him to some degree. When they try
Okay,
to
if
recall
they-
specific
If they saw
instances.
new Kovanen,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, if they saw new Kovanen, they would think he did the stuff that I did.
Right, but when they try to think of the specific things that he did or said,
Okay.
they have a hard time actually identifying what those things were. So it's kind of
Great. I will appear. I will be there as myself, Kovanen.
cool.
Since I don't think he necessarily knows who Voss is.
All right. So he looks up and rests his hand on the desk for a moment. Looks at the footman. Yes, they needed to attend you immediately. I apologize for the abruptness of that entry. Mayor.
Sorry to disturb you.
I'll lean over to the attendant and be like, "Man, don't make it sound like it's our fault."
Oh no, nothing of the sort. It's just it's
You're good. I'm just messing with you.
it is a bit abrupt. That's all.
Oh, that was the wrong voice. Lord Mayor, thank you so much for. Well, I say thank you. I should say again. I echo Rose's sentiment of apologizing for the intrusion.
He just waves you guys in. I suppose you heard the news then about our guest.
And by that you mean Radnor?
Indeed.
We did, fortunately.
What do you make of it?
Well, it's troubling news, of course. He was a promising young man, which made the entire situation quite well, we are quite curious about the true nature of the events and the extent of Red Nor's involvement, which is sort of why we're here. I say, my body language turning towards Rose, inviting her to speak.
She bows politely. She has not taken a seat, even if the others have. While we were busy traveling, I learned a few new things that would be useful but might be problematic for political reasons, according to Lieutenant Moore. It's something that's not even really thought about much in the marches. It's a tool, nothing more, but I can speak with the dead, which is a type of that word. Pretty sure Kavanan here could.
Necromancy.
That word.
Yes. Did you discuss this with the captain or the lieutenant?
Lieutenant Moore seemed a little hesitant. He told us to talk to you, given the nature and
yes, it would seem
the speed of
that it might
things.
be a bit over his head, above his pay grade, and he seemed hesitant to give the stamp of approval for it. But of course, it is in some ways a troubling matter to do, to speak with the dead. Some may take offense at it. I'm not sure, but in situations such as these, I believe we could all agree that it's would be quite useful.
Roll persuasion with help.
Okay. 28.
Thinks about it very intently for a while. I would need a formal request.
Well, Zaliashti is quite proficient at paperwork.
I am. If you can direct me to the proper channels to get paperwork for that, I can have that done by probably the end of the day.
I would suggest go see Barbara. She can give you the appropriate forms. I can't just push this through automatically, considering it is a matter of state.
Understandable.
We understand.
But any information is better than silence.
Of course.
But I also understand that y'all have to do your own thing. You have to protect Fairhaven first.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that just about sums it up. Unless there's anything that you might need us for.
I'll make sure to put it through the proper channels.
When can we expect a response? Normal range, not asking for anything too much.
Rose, I think you might be in a position to help with this. These matters are now, I'm not sure if you are in full understanding of how things go, but the Silver Flame has actually stepped in as an arbiter over certain things over the executive branch of our government, which is where I serve.
Council 12.
And the 12 is as well.
I'm not. So the Silver Flame is handling both Council Sheld and Fairhaven specifically.
In all of the cities of Galifar, Colvert in general. I know that you were away for some time, but the shift has been complete.
That's fair. Still wrapping my head around the whole change myself, but I'm getting used to it. In case I can see what Block recommends. Captain Block.
He nods.
Well, do keep us in mind should any, I don't know, particular matters arise.
He nods. Yeah. All right. This entire thing has just been very disturbing.
Yeah.
I would agree. And the more thorough we could be in an investigation, the better for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Let us
could,
be-
do you think
Yeah.
that you could speak with your friend Rebecca and make sure that none of this makes its way to the press? I know that she often accompanies you and your friends on things of this matter.
Yeah, we'll talk to her.
In fact, I will make that a requirement. And he looks up at you guys directly.
Fair enough. Understood.
You've made yourself quite clear.
What about the girl? Is she still staying with you?
As a matter of fact, she has recently, I believe, stormed out with the intent of returning to her home. I don't think she's gone too far just yet. I look at Zazie.
No, to make it to where on foot would take at least a couple days.
Well, I did leave a security detail, and pardon me, but outside of your grounds, hopefully they pick her up on her way through and at least observe her for the time being. I'll let you know.
I would actually appreciate that. Yes, thank you.
It would be very helpful.
All right, well, go see Barbara quickly. We need to make this happen before
Alright.
the body is...
We understand. Let us be out of your hair.
He just nods. Thank you for coming so quickly.
Thank you for seeing us so quickly. I bow just a bit and begin to leave the room.
Yep, Zazie will
Yeah.
also bow and leave the room in a hurry. She's got to get to Barb.
Sweet. All right,
And
guys.
Rose.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rose.
Oh, just adding Rose. Also follows suit. Just bow and exit.
Okay, guys. Let's do a quick bio.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Everybody at home, go pee.
In my early years. Get it? Bio break?
No.
No.
You know, like a break to talk about. Anyway, bye. Oh, hello. Everybody back? Can you guys hear me?
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah,
I,
we hear you.
I can't hear myself for some weird reason. Hello?
Oh, I mean, we hear you just fine.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can you not hear us?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you guys just fine. I'm just trying to figure out why I can't hear my own voice. Normally on my mic, I can kind of hear my voice and everything else going on in the room.
You might want to turn up your gain.
All right, Lucian, back to you.
Oh, hello.
So, you guys have woken up. You're back on the trail of this thing, or at least you think so. Let me get a perception roll and or survival roll.
16.
Okay. After some time, you have identified its actual path. You follow it for a few more hours, and let me get another perception roll.
Hmm. 13.
Okay. You're narrowing in on it. It is still hopping around. Its pattern almost seems intentional, as though it's trying to lose you. You're, you know, kinda staying with it. Obviously, a 13 is not great. But I am going to say, throughout the course of the day, as the other two have spent more time with you doing this, that they're going to try to start picking up on some other things, and I'm going to give you a help roll from each of them on your next roll.
Okay. Uh, 18, I'm assuming, because it didn't ping when I did it. So, 18.
Yeah. So, you have followed its path down into this crevice. It's kind of like a little carved out valley in the earth. The ground here is this ash gray, gray, brown, black color. Everything is pretty like muted and dead. It's pretty arid. The earth is very hard. And there's just the barest amount of grass that still seems to be clinging to life somehow in this place. And you're at the edge of what looks to be some kind of like water. And there is a small bridge. Not a small bridge, small docks that is set up there. And you come upon this obelisk, and it's there.
Okay. And what is it? What do I see? Like, what am I looking at?
You see this creature hovering above the ground, probably about 3 or 4 feet off the surface of the ground, flitting back and forth around this obelisk. There is this aura of this crystalline glow that it seems to be inhaling from the obelisk itself. Let me get a stealth roll.
All right. $27.
Wow, that's fucking legit.
Damn right.
So, Let's see here. Can I pop this over here?
For those listening at home, that was a natural 19 for a 27.
Yeah, it was 27. I'm trying to send you. I'm trying to VTT this to you guys, but for some reason, my VTT for this image isn't working. Let me try something real quick. Let's see if this works. Wow, none of this shit.
Posted in the good.
What the hell? What about this? That button works. That button works.
What are you hoping to display?
This image, but it won't VTT for me for some reason. So I'll just have to save it and show it. Actually, show it to you.
Oh, like from the character sheet and
Yeah,
beyond or something?
Yeah, normally I can just hit a button and it says share in VTT. But I mean it was actually hard for me to find it outside of VTT. I don't know why it was not cooperating, but it wasn't. Okay, all right, Lucien, I'm gonna pull you onto this map.
Okay.
Where could it be? There we go. All right, go ahead and
looks
drop
like
your tokens on here.
Look, it's Azazi.
You know, that is exactly what I was thinking it was gonna be.
It's not a Zazie. It's similar to some of the things that you guys may have encountered over your time so far, although Lucien, you have not.
I'll send you some theories, Bo.
Do it.
And if I'm right, you can tell me I'm right out loud so that way I can rub it in everybody's face.
That
What?
thing has a wasp nest for a face.
Or maybe it's like a spore hole. You know, like mushrooms, how they have their
Yeah.
little spore holes.
Oh, sure. Would you do me a personal favor and change the background off of white?
I don't think I can do that.
Or just make it an actual token.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. The background for the level 20 map screen.
Oh yeah, good call.
It's blue for me.
Yeah, it's blue
No.
for me too. That's weird. Try to reload it now.
Now it's blue.
Cool.
Now it's blue. It's blue. I see blue.
All right, Lucien, pull your token on here, big boy.
I did.
Blue, ba-ba-dee, ba-da-bow,
Please don't
ba-da-ba-dow. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
That's not how the song goes.
Yeah, also that was wrong.
I'm sorry.
Listen, that was probably before even you were born, Waffle.
I'll Google it.
All right, I don't see your token. Oh, there it is. There it is. I do see your token. All right, this is going to be the three of you guys. I kind of want you to control all them.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I kind of want that. All right, this is going to be. This isn't her. This is going to be the other Gith wearing his full Gith gear. Which is for those listening, these are the wait, what the fuck? What are predators called?
Yautwa. Or Yautja.
Damn it, I had like a name where it was like Githua or something like that. It's like a combination of two names. Anyway, they look like fucking predators. All right, Steve. Let me see if I can.
1998.
Yeah, were you born then, Waffle? Were you alive yet?
He was 6.
Yes.
He says it.
I
Right
was
there.
6, verging on the age of 7.
Ah, yeah, okay.
October 1998. It was right around my birthday.
Man. God, 98. I remember when that shit came out. That was crazy.
You're old.
Not. I mean, you don't have to be that old. I mean, even Waffle was alive for that one.
You were in your teens when that came out.
I think I 13, maybe 12. I don't know.
Yeah, it was not long after the release of the color television.
Not long after the release of the color television, in my old color television days. What year did the color television come out?
Anyway, come on, D&D.
I'm getting your rules together, dude. I'm trying to give you the monster cards for these guys. Fucking Gith Yankee bullshit. Okay. Anyway, so it's a Gith Yankee Gish. You know what? We're gonna do a knight. Let's do a Gith Yankee knight. Okay.
He gets it right.
Hmm?
Huh?
I'll connect the link for you. Okay. Tell me if that works.
Do. Nope. It opened monsters.
That's what it should open.
There. Okay. Good Yankee Knight. Okay. All right. Let's. Okay. Oh, why did whisper? That's stupid. Oh, there we are.
You good? And
What?
I'll control the Kalishtar.
Okay.
Don't want to give away the fun
Sounds
secrets, huh? I know exactly what you're up to.
You do not.
I do.
Cool.
Okay. Okay. Let's get a. You know what? I'm gonna let you lead the pack here.
Okay.
You're mind linked to each of them.
Oh. Are we rolling in or?
Were you asking them that?
No, I mean,
Initiative.
yeah. Are we doing initiative or?
No, you guys are not in initiative yet. You technically are still sneaking in on it. It has yet to notice you.
Okay. I tell them before I move, move silently. We're gonna try to surprise it.
They both just give you an affirmative on the psychic level. So let me try to get a quick stealth roll from this guy. And give me a stealth roll for yourself and the Gith Yankee.
Natural 20 for 28 on Lucian.
Nice.
And Gith do not get any pluses for their stealth. Oh. Hold on. Oh no.
Are you rolling it?
I'm trying. There we go. He also rolled a natural 20 for 22.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna allow those 2 natural 20s to help you guys out here because homeboy over here got a fucking 9.
Yeah.
And this thing probably would have noticed you guys otherwise. Yeah.
Feel like he's like about to step on a dry branch and we both smack him.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm going to give you the opportunity to go ahead and get a surprise round on this thing before you do what you're doing.
Okay. So I will move another 30 feet. And then I'm going to Hunter's mark him. And then sharpshooter. Does a 21 hit?
Barely.
You're lying. Okay. That'll be a 21 plus the 3 hunter's mark. So 24 altogether. And then another shot for 26 to hit.
Oh, that one barely hits too. You're just getting him.
And 6. Do I have to roll hunter's mark damage again or no?
I would just use the same one.
All right. So 9 altogether.
Yeah.
So altogether,
You can roll for the
it's 24.
you can roll for the other guy too. The
Should I
Kalishtar
do Genki?
is swatted. He doesn't get an attack this round. But you two who both rolled the nat 20s on your stealth get a chance to pop off before he notices you guys there.
Okay. Can you give me?
And I've recorded the damage.
Okay. Can you give me the permissions to like move the?
Oh yeah,
the
I got you. I
Genki?
got you. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead and knock that off, and then I'm gonna go back to the other guys real quick.
Let's see. God, his stat block sucks. It does. Okay, wait. Okay. Still not. Can't get close enough. It's dumb. All right, why not? Whatever. Yeah. So, Githyanki is going to run up 30 feet, then Misty step 30 feet to here, and end his turn.
Okay, cool. All right. And back to the other guys. You guys have made your way down to Barbara. She's given you the appropriate papers. And what do you do?
Zazie is currently filling them out.
I'll sit in a chair in the lobby and twiddle my thumbs and look around at the walls and adjusted my seat several times to find somewhere comfortable.
Okay. Rose?
Never quite find it.
It depends on how much Zazie needs her for the paperwork.
I think
Like-
Zazie's probably got it. Zazie, give me another follow up on that library roll. Yeah,
19,
yeah,
22 if I have advantage.
Yeah, you can tell Zazie's fine. She's got it covered.
Yeah.
She's got
It was less.
Good.
It was more like, is there any specific details Zazie is going to need from Rose?
Yeah, no.
Rose is useless when it comes to paperwork, just in general.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's always the opportunity for you to do the other stuffs.
Yeah, which is why if Zazie didn't have any specific questions for Rose that
Mm-hmm.
are needed for the paperwork, Rose is gonna try to find Rebecca. Invite Kovanen along.
All right. And how are you going to go about finding her?
And Kawana has no idea how to do that.
Kavana, give me a
Well,
twiddle your
just
thumbs
a-
roll. Sleight of hand.
Yeah, sure. Sleight of hand. Yeah. 31.
Nice. Oh man, they're like people are walking by and they're like, "Whoa, that guy! When he twiddles his thumbs, it's mesmerizing." You ever see somebody just do something really like, just basic as hell, and you just can't help but be like relaxed but mesmerized by them doing it? Like somebody like tapping their foot or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
professional thumb twister right there.
Yeah, they're like getting like the ASMR of thumb twiddling going on there. Good job, Rose.
It's just gonna go to the press office that Barbara works, or not, that Rebecca works out of.
Oh yeah.
See if she's in. See if anybody.
I know that's a different building in the town hall. It'll probably take you a little bit of time to get there. But you know what? Zazie's got a lot of paperwork to fill out. So let's say you make it there, pretty quickly. Zazie's still filling stuff out. She's not in.
Does anybody know where I might find her at the moment?
You're talking to the little guy at the front desk. I cannot remember his name, but you've read. He's written a couple other articles that you guys have seen pop up in the epilogues. I'm sorry, the epigraphs from time to time. I don't know where she is. She's always running off doing some busybody thing or another. I don't know.
Well, if she pops back around, just let her know to come find me.
I'll leave a message at her desk. Thank you.
Thank you. It's all right. She's leaving. She's just gonna kind of look around. I'm gonna try to figure out what's next at this point.
All right. Zazie, I mean, that was good enough. You guys are able to put forward the paperwork. Rose, were you going to go and get an endorsement on that from anyone at the Silver Flame, or are you just kind of just...
Shit, yeah, thank you. That she'd head to the Silver Flame after trying to find Rebecca. Thank you for reminding me that, no, she still has to go talk to Block. I forgot as a player.
roll history. Roll history.
Really?
Yep.
Really? You're going to make
You
my
admit-
personal...
You admitted to it. With advantage.
Rose, you fucker.
Do it!
Here, have
Roll-
a 12.
Roll it again. You get advantage.
That is with advantage.
Ah, fuck it. Whatever. You remember. I'm just being an ass. Yeah, you go there. Block agrees. He comes back. You know, Zazi's finished filling out the paperwork. He endorses it. The the mayor, actually comes down and endorses it as well.
I endorse the mayor.
And you endorse the mayor. He takes the paper and leaves.
Well, good job, everyone. I feel like
Yeah,
a
but I-
responsible citizen. What else is there to say? Zazie, I'll say that I
Yeah.
didn't see a single drop of sweat appear on your forehead while you were doing that paperwork.
Thank you. Thank you. I've had a decent amount of practice.
Well, then, I suppose next is just to go do that. Right? Have we discussed that yet? The actual going to do that, Ing?
Well, did the mayor signing off on it just now give us, was that the permission we needed to go do that? Was that it?
No, I think we're still waiting for the approval. He probably has to talk to more people than just himself.
Yes, you guys are aware that you do need to wait for approval of the documents to come back, which may take some time.
Maybe we should
Well-
go get lunch.
Back to the Monts?
I suppose. Oh, yes. Yes, please, back to the months. I will say that.
Oh yeah, we need to make sure that Vea hasn't completely run off.
And I need to make sure that my son hasn't followed her like a love-struck fool.
All right, Lucian. Back to you, big guy.
Yup.
I'm changing my screens and all that good shite. All right. This guy had 22 with advantage, motherfuckers. All right, now what about this turd? Ooh, question marks initiative. All right, you guys have hit this thing. The Gith has teleported over next to him. The Inspired is just getting his shit together. You've blasted him pretty fucking hard. It swings around in the air, just this chittering, hovering, buzzing, pissed off fucking bug. It dive bombs down at the Gith, just claws, just slashing at this guy. 1, 2. It slashes out with these massive scythe-like talons at him. First one striking him, and when it does, the smaller talons at its base reach out and pincer him on either side, grappling him and lifting him up into the air with it. Yep. And it does 13...
23.
23 necrotic damage. So you can just keep me in the loop on his health. And yeah, that's it for now.
Okay.
All right. He's up.
Yep. What, if you had to guess, like what plane of existence would this guy just like get wrecked just upon entering it?
You need to roll some kind of identification here. Where do you know, what kind of knowledge do you have? I would
Oh,
say.
no. I mean, it's the Gith's turn, so.
Oh, what the gift's turn? Okay.
Yeah.
So for the gift, have him roll Arcana.
Okay, so that's Arcana's an int based, right?
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay. This thing seems to have been sucking in the light from that that thing. It seems to feed on light. Like light energy. So not light. That's what you can tell so far about it, with some level of certainty.
Okay. Oh, God damn it. That's not the right planes of existence map. There it is.
Tell me what you're doing here.
No, that's...
Give us as the listeners some idea what's going on.
Huh. So, so the Gith is going to cast plane shift on the bug.
In what way would it resist?
That would be a charisma saving throw.
Okay. 13.
Okay. And the gifts. Oh, meets it, beats it. Son of a bitch.
Do I meet it? Do I beat it? What's going on here?
Yeah, meets it, beats it. I just said that.
Okay. All right. So it casts it, and I guess nothing happens then. I'm all right, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet.
Yep.
All right.
And it's an action to do, so that is his turn.
All right. So, question mark guy. So this radiant form appears over the face of the whatever you call him, the Kalishtar, the Inspired, and this set of like arms appear as well, with claws on the end of them, almost like this iridescent, glowing shape appearing over his own body. It's got like weird eyes on it. There's a little bit of like this strange tail beneath it. I mean, it looks almost kind of like that thing flying in the air, but without wings and with eyes all over its body. He leaps into the air and about 10 feet away from it, strikes at it. $18 to hit. For another 9 damage. Ooh, look out.
Look out, man.
Look out, man. And actually, he's able to go again for another hit.
Oh, shit.
Okay. For another 12 damage. That's his turn.
Whoa.
This strange projection remains over top of his body.
Cool.
You're up.
Cool. All right. Yep. And I am going to. Let's see if I have any fun spells. No. I mean, man, fuck it. Wait, oh no, that's an action. Never mind. All right. Yeah, I'm going to attack again with Kyber's Bane, and I'm going to sharpshooter. Woo! That's a 32 on the dice. Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits. Just barely.
I had a feeling it might. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add some Plane of Warrior. Okay. Ooh, 7 points. And he's still Hunter's marked, so that would be... just 1d6. All right, so that's 18 plus 7 is 25 plus 1 is 26 points of holy shit damage. And me think's gonna do it again. Sharpshooter. It's a 32 on the dice again. -5. Another 8. Interesting. So that'd be another 18 points. Plus another 5.
All right, how much are we at total for that round?
Fuck. Let's see. 18 plus 5 is 23. 18 plus 7. 25 plus 1 is 26. So 23 plus 26 is 49.
Cool. All right. This thing looks panicked. It looks hurt. And
Fucking run again.
immediately, as soon as you make it strikes, it flies away.
Son of a bitch. The Gith Yankee will get it. This fucking attack of opportunity. Fuck all that nonsense.
No, he's not flying away. Oh, from the Gith Yankee. He's flying away with the Gith Yankee.
Oh, he's got him. Oh. All right.
So yeah, you get your 18. It hits. Meets it, beats it.
Hell yeah.
So that's gonna be shit, wait, I clicked the wrong thing. So 13 slashing plus 11 what is it? Psychic damage? Yes. Plus 11 psychic damage.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you're giving me this because it's the Githyanki's turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to hit again for 23 to hit.
Hits.
12 slashing. And 9 psychic that time.
Oh yeah, this thing is hurting very bad. Are you? So he's gonna go away. It's moved away 120 feet so far. Last turn, it skipped its turn to attack, so now it's 120 feet from where you see it right here. It's an additional 100 feet from there.
Okay.
Are you able to hit it?
With sharpshooter, yeah.
This guy just kind of runs up and waits and looks out over the edge of the water. Okay, go ahead and try to take your sharpshooter at it.
Okay, I'm actually gonna move slightly closer.
It's going to become
Just
invisible.
cut down that.
You know what? It couldn't do that because it doesn't. No, it doesn't require an action. So yeah, it becomes invisible. All you see is it flying away with the Githyanki. It just looks like a Githyanki flying through the air.
But I still have Hunter's Mark on it, so I know exactly where it's at. Foolish mortal. I get to roll regular. Yep, we're gonna sharpshooter. 25 to hit. I mean, no, 20 to hit.
20 to hit.
Mhm.
Don't you have disadvantage?
No, I have sharp. He's Hunter's marked.
You son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. As Rose
You hit
said in chat, you technically can't be invisible to Hunter's mark, bitch.
You hit
I
him.
added the bitch.
You hit him.
I did. And so that's gonna be 21.
He's dead.
Points of damage. Yeah.
You watch its body reappear, and it falls into the water and off in the distance, with, you know, the what you call it, still clutched. Roll a. You should have rolled this last turn actually. Roll a escape save, DC strength save.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
he's still in its clutches. In fact, it's, you know,
Yeah, he's
things are like
blue shit.
he rolled a nat 1. The claws are buried in him. As it sinks into the water, he's trying to escape the clutches of this dead creature, and he cannot. He's drowning.
Whatever.
What? Whatever. Okay. Cool. All right, you win.
I don't know him. I
Uh,
don't know him like that.
the
To
ins-
care.
the inspired looks over at you, and then dives into the water. Let's see what it can do. What can this guy do? Does it have any spells? Okay. Gaseous
I mean,
form.
to be fair, the inspired wouldn't technically know he's drowning. It's only been 6 seconds.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's drowning.
Like,
But he does.
Yeah,
He does.
right.
He goes on after him. You see it. The form, the luminescent form of the whatever it is that's overlaying the inspired, kind of materialize a little bit more solidly, and the inspired itself disappear, and he just flies out there into the water. And then you see him surface with the guy's body, drags him back in. Gives him mouth to mouth. Just kidding. Yeah, they both are just
As he
kind of
gets-
panting. They're on the dock. They're looking up you on the next level up from them. Well, I guess we did it.
Did we win?
They nod. The huntress walks over. They climb up the rock face to be next to you as she approaches. And you hear in your mind, "Get the body."
I'm sorry, what?
Go get the body. We need it.
Right. How deep is that water? If it's too far down, we won't be able to make it just with our, just our normal swimming skills.
She smiles and just you hear, "Figure it out." And she walks back off. I'll set up camp for the evening. you're just like, fuck. I think
I would ask you if you can breathe underwater, but you had to be rescued, so clearly not. How about you?
no, I can't. But I can't imagine it's down that deep. When I pulled him out, it was. I think we can figure it out.
Anyone else notice that I asked her like how deep the water is, and she just walked away? Said figure it out.
I noticed, yeah.
Whatever.
The Gith is
Alright,
still kind of composing himself. I feel like that's as good a spot as any to end the session.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, everyone on the internet. Thanks for joining us.
Goodbye,
this evening.
everyone on the internet.
Goodbye.
Thanks